Hello everyone. I don't know if it's there it goes. Yeah. There's always like a second bar after it and I don't know why. So I'm gonna see if I can make this weird. Can I make it full screen? There you go. There we go. We're trying something new. Look at that. Now you can see is that. Anyway, I know it's quite late. I'm actually quite off schedule. Very disappointed in myself. Oh, Boots is here. Hello, Boots. How you doing, mate? This is hello. Hello, Boots. How you doing today, mate? Is my microphone off? Oh no, I turned it on. Alright, there we go. And Sam is here. Hello, Sam. We talked earlier. I still hope you're doing well. So yeah, welcome to a new series I'm starting. I always seem to make new series. I don't know. I feel like I make them too often, but yeah. So I was thinking about what you said the other day, Boots, and I think it was Boots and Gotcha Waffles that said it. But yeah, I'm see if now that I'm working full time, I don't really get Fridays off too well, so I have created this, the Sunday night chill zone, where I basically get to, since I get Sundays off, um, before I go back to work, why not enjoy myself and help you guys enjoy yourself. So yeah, welcome to the Sunday night chill zone, the very first episode. I'm doing well. I can't stay for long. Sorry, no problem, mate. No problem. Just happy you showed up. So yes, check to see if everything's properly there or not. I was thinking about setting up music, and then realised I don't really have enough time to get it up. So yeah, nice to you. Thank you. Oh, and I don't know if you guys read the description, but if you want me to play any game during this, since I'm going to be doing this for, I think, what time is it? Yeah, 3 hours. So yeah, if you guys want me to play any game, I'll do it. Just name it and I'll be like, no problem. I got you, mate. Or love, depending on who suggests it. You should have grabbed the water. What was I doing? 3 hours and... So yeah. I actually think I still have the 4 Friday thing set up. Yeah, 4 Fridays. I did that for 2 hours. No. Can you try Apex? It's a shooter game. I mean, of course I could try it. Is it free? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Let me look it up. It's Apex. Apex. Is it Apex Legends? Something like that. But yeah, I could probably play that. Actually, probably got to go in like a minute. Really sorry, Penguin. No problem, mate. No problem. If you want, we can talk tomorrow via text. Yep, it's free. Okay. Apex Legends. Is it Legends? Isn't it? Or maybe. I don't know. Is it free? It is free. Okay. I feel new series coming on. Sorry, everyone. I'm watching the trailer. Why'd you do that? That's abuse. Don't punch the woman. Don't do that, mate. Don't. Whoa. Was it Sorry ago? Yep, it's free. Yep, Apex Legends actually supposed to be asleep right now. So okay. See you later, Sam. No problem. Message deleted by boot. What's your message? How to deal with strangers? Kick them. Nah, that's alright. I think I know you? Possibly. Anyway, don't worry, mate. Welcome to the stream, and I think we also got something else. Nico Re 17. Hello, mate. Or love. I don't remember. I hope you're well. So yeah, I'll get it. It's free. Or storage spaces, of course. Capabilities, online multiplayer, 60, Xbox One enhanced, Xbox One, crew trailers, Call of Duty Warzone. Oh. Another World War II game. Might try it. Yeah, let's get Apex then. That is spam. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I'll just hide. We don't condone violence. I have my cursor over it. Here, okay, bye. I'll just hide. Yes, we do not condone violence here. And I'll actually be right back because I'm going to go grab a water. So while this loads... Yeah, so I will be right back. Literally just a minute probably. Alright, see you then. Back as promised. How was it? We don't give violence. Just a tip when you start. Just a tip when you start play as Bangalore. All right, let's play the waiting game. Actually, while we're waiting here, since it doesn't seem like it's doing a lot fast, it's going too fast. I'm going to talk about random stories of my past. So. I'll let you guys choose. Okay, so here's the two that I had thinking about today. One, the time one kid broke my arm playing soccer, or as I call it, football. Or the one time in high school where I had technically a harem. Hello, Haley. There you go. You're a moderator now. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, which one would you like to hear first? Broken arm or harem? And KK's here. Hello, KK. Still called Death in Pain. Sad. When I was maybe 4 or 5, some people wanted to push my bike. When they did, I fell and my leg bled. Sorry to hear that, mate. Hey, hold on. Thank you and hope you had an amazing weekend. I did. I actually did. I enjoyed my weekend. It was a tough week at work, so I made the best well of my weekend. Thank you for asking, Haley. I appreciate that, love. That is the sound of me opening my water. Do 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 do. I feel there. I twisted my ankle at work. Ah, that's that's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Since she caught a message, guess yeah, never mind. I don't know what's going on with that sentence. Sorry. I twisted my ankle at work today too. Now there's a twist. No, that was bad. Alright, so I'm going to go on the story about the time some kid broke my arm while I was playing football. So I think I was like 7 or 8 at the time. I can't remember. That's a lot of damage. So when I was a kid, I loved football. I loved it. Me and my mate Furious used to do it all the time. It was great. Thing is, he and I were on separate teams since we signed up at different times. I mean, it was the same year, but different times. So, and we would play and we would each come to each other's games. Well, one day I had a game, and I didn't see Furious there, and it's like odd. So me mum called his mum, like, okay, where are you guys? She's like, we're here. And my mum was like, what are you on about? You're not here. He's not in the stands. And then he comes up behind me and taps me on the shoulder saying, hey, what's going on? And I'm like, no, tell it can't be so. Yes, I was playing against my mate's team. But it's not, that's just kind of the ironic part. Okay, so during, the game was going well, and back then I took football really, really seriously. Like, to the point where it's like borderline. If we lost, we died. If we won, we killed the enemy. And I know Furious's team was ruthless, because I've been to the games before, and I'm like, gee, these guys are really ruthless. My favourite position was either offense or goalie. I hated being defense. But today, I was defense. And it was absolute rubbish. It was, I've got to say, maybe May, I think. It's either April or May. And I'm playing defense. And we're actually winning so far. It's 5-2. Us, and the game is about to end. Now this is where it gets kind of serious. Now that Furious's team knows they're losing and the game's almost over, right? It's the third quarter of the game. They get pretty pissed off. Me playing defense, I hated it, and the guys on offense, when they would come to do a rotation, it was like a bloody war. It really was. It really was like a bloody war out there. Our offense, I remember, because one of my offense mates, his name was Jerry, right? And And he comes back. He's got a bloody shoulder, a bloody knee, and I'm not being like the word bloody. He's actually bleeding, and a black eye on his left eye. His left eye had a black eye, and I'm like, if these guys get over here, I'm going to literally die. And they actually did. They broke through offense 3 minutes before the bell rung, and then it was me and this other guy. And the reason I called my mate is because he literally did nothing. He sat on the field. We kept over telling him, okay, you're gonna get disqualified, mate. You gotta stand up. He was like, nah, I'm done with this. But we were still kind of kids. I was 7, 8 years old. So that left me. And old Golly was waving to his mum at the time. I'm like, okay, well, one of our defenders is being an absolute bellend, and old Golly's distracted. Great. And then there's this one mate. Well, no, he's not a mate. He ticks me off. So there's certain rules in junior football, right? You can't kick the ball when you're at least 1 meter in front of either a defender or the goalie, right? This one mate, he was wearing red. He was like a kind of striped red. Brown hair, brown eyes, and a deathly smile on his face. Looks at me and kicks the ball right in front of me. I, of course, don't really want to get my face hit with the ball, so I block it with, with my right arm. And then I burst into tears. Right, and this is where the story becomes a little bit embarrassing for me. But it's a tad bit embarrassing for me, mum. But you know what? I think it finally needs to go out there. How much I hate this mate. And so I burst into tears. Like the whole team. I see that kid laughing at me, and I'm like, I'm gonna. But I don't, right? And my mum comes over. She's like, why are you crying? I'm like, it hurts, mum. She's like, stop crying. I'm like, I can't stop crying. It hurts that bad. And as I'm walking to a car, I say to my mum, I think it's broken. She's like, oh, you're exaggerating. So we go home, and of course it hurts to move it at all, right? And day one, right? Here we are, day one. I told my mum, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, Mum, it really, really hurts. I still can't move it to her. She's like, oh, you'll be fine. You're just sore. Give it a day. Day 2, Mum, it still hurts. And I know I'm not sore. I've been playing this sport for like 5 years now. I know when I'm sore. She's like, nah, just give it another day. Day 3, Mum, it's broken. It's like, no. If you're fine by then if not okay by tomorrow, we'll see the doctor. Day 4, Mum, take me to the hospital. It's broken. So I go to the hospital. She's like, if you cost me $20, I swear to God, kid. Go to the doctor. Doctor examines it. Guess what the first thing he says? I'm sorry, Miss Blank. I'm not going to say my last name. Your son's arm is broken. I just smile at me mum after that. I'm like, well, I've been trying to tell you for, 4 days now that my arm was broken and not being treated. So they put me in a cast, and I never see that mate again. Because that same day where I broke my arm, I guess technically quit football. And I haven't played it since. I sort of want to go back to playing football because I like football. I mean, my favourite team is Manchester United. So I like football. I like to watch football. And Me getting up there, it's just like, yeah, okay, well, I guess because it was a while ago. Like, it was a really long time ago. I'm 16 now. So, yeah. There's the story of how one bellend broke my arm and me mum didn't get it treated till 4 days after it happened. Hold on. Bloody hell. I'm actually crying. Oh. That was embarrassing. Embarrassing. I just tried to laugh while taking a drink. Don't do it. I'm actually crying. Sorry. That was. Hold on. I missed a stream. Hold on. It's retracted. Oh my god. What's wrong at BG Games? He says his friend had a black guy and bled. Yeah, it was literally a war. Oh. Oh no. Why you do this to me, Water? Why? Hey Penguin, just so you know, when you give everyone moderator, there'll be no one to stop the people from saying bad things and being rude. Don't worry, I trust everyone to be the right thing. Gotcha Waffles. But thank you for the advice. So I recommend choosing some people and moving other moderators. When it comes to removing moderators, I basically do the 3-strike method that my state, well, the state that I currently living in, California, used to do. After 3 strikes, you're out, right? And after 3 strikes, in the state, you would go to jail for life. Either that or die, be sentenced to death. It was one or the other, depending on how harsh the crime is. Gotcha, be quiet. Now, I would be a little bit upset about that, but these two are siblings, so I'll leave it up to them. It's story time. Oh, you got a story for us, BG Games. Or are you talking about my thing? Just got YT, bro. Why? Doesn't pay boots and cat YT. Shut it. What did I do to myself? Boost cat emoji. How bad she used to feel after that. How about we all shut? Oh, okay. Where is that? Okay. Because she's trying to take people mods away. BG Games, yes. Death and Pain. Don't tell my brother to shut up. Is the game done down? Like, no, it's gonna be a while, mate. It's at 531 gigabytes out of 4539. Geez, the dogs are trying to take my Disney Foodle? Just cat white tea, but if someone says something disgusting and then no one's going to remove it because we're all mods, then I'll remove it. When I laugh and drunk, the water just bubbled. And then the cry. Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, so now from one of the more interesting stories of mine. The time about 2 years ago, I had a harem. And I don't know the definition of a harem, so I'm going to go look it up. But from my understanding, a harem is... And I'm just going to leave it to that. Harem. Harem works. Light novels, manga, anime. That's not good. And video games focus on the polyandrous relationships where a protagonist is surrounded by 3 or more androlic, geophonetic love interests, or sexual partners. So in my thing of it, yeah, hold on. I hope that works. Andrew the Gamer 2020, hello. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream, if you're new here. Anyway, so, just gonna go on with the story. When I was a freshman in high school, right, it was the first time I've ever really been in something like that. And I was kind of scared. But, you know, going over, I had some, I don't know what you guys call it. Over here, we called it middle school. So, yeah, I went to middle school, which is grades 6 through 8. And then high school was 9 through 12. I'm going into 11th right now, so. Going into there, I had someone of interest in mind, you know. And she's gone now. I miss her, like, a lot, because she was one of the closest loves I've ever had. So, going into that, you know, I didn't, you know, tell her my feelings, but, you know, I still had them. So, you know, the school year's going on, and all of a sudden I hear word from my other love, I guess, yeah, that someone that I knew was interested in me. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I guess just wait and see what happens. You know, it turned out to be another one of the people I knew, which was, yeah. So I got that. Then the person that I liked didn't necessarily say that she liked me. Like, she wrote a letter that it was from a secret admirer, it wrote, and I still have it. It's actually on my desk. And I didn't figure out it was from her until the beginning of my sophomore year, where she was gone. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out who this is. So I didn't know that. And going back to freshman year, so it's now Christmas, right? It's around Christmas. And for all those who don't celebrate Christmas, I guess it's... Was it? It was the 12th of December. I don't know if that's... I don't know when Hanukkah starts. I think it starts on the... I don't know when Hanukkah starts, sorry. What's it? Anyway. It's now December, right? It's December 12th. And, you know, it's nearing Christmas, and our school likes to do kind of like a festive thing, right? And we have this winter dance, right? I have a childhood friend, and let's just call her... Can someone give me a random female name? Let's just call her childhood friend. So my childhood friend, she's a female. I had her and Furious. Now Furious and I were basically like brothers at this point. We've known each other for 12 years. And we're both 16, so I would say that's most of her life so far. And, you know, it's going to continue growing, because we heard the other day that me and him are actually going to the same college at the same time, which is a... Anyway, back to the whole harem thing. So, it's at the dance. You know, I went alone because I kind of just wanted to go to it to, you know, just enjoy the thing. And That's going on. I see Furious there. He's with his girlfriend at the time. And, I say, hey, what's going on, mate? He's like, yeah, no problem. And then the slow dance thing kind of starts. And I was like, okay, it's time for him to back off. I'm going to go outside and play cards with my other mates. Because they came. They just didn't go into the dance room. They didn't go into the gymnasium. So I was like, I'm going to go play cards with the mates. I actually did end up winning $50 that night. I was pretty proud of myself. It was the most I've ever won ever. $50. We each put in $10. And the thing about me is that so I found $10 on the ground, right? I'm gonna quickly go into the story. So I put it on the table, and then I beat against all of them, which is another reason why you should never play Texas Hold'em with me. Never do it. I'm a cheeky bugger, I know it. But yeah, I won $50 that night. It was greatest. Anyway, back to the story. So before I get to the door, my childhood friend comes up and was like, "Hey, would you like to dance?" As me, not really knowing how to dance, I say, "Sure." So I go in there. I start dancing with her. Then as the thing goes on, we're talking. Everyone else is quiet, and we're like, yeah, how's your day going? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing all right. And then I've kind of always struggled with this. And it's been one of the things where I kind of, when it comes to that topic, I kind of freeze up on it because I don't really know what to do. So, the slow dance goes on. And all of a sudden, we're having a good time. And she whispers in my ear, "I love you. Would you like to go out with me?" And I freeze. Then I say I need to go to the bathroom. And I walk home. Alone in the dark, wearing a tuxedo that I bought myself. That's why you save up money, kids. But yeah. I didn't talk to her for a week. I couldn't face her. Some people might say, you're rebelling for doing that. You should have, said something. But I didn't know what to do. I still don't know what to do. When I think back to that day, when that moment, I don't know whether to feel happy or sad, It's one of the things they don't really prep you for, is for someone actually saying that and meaning it. It's different when your mum, says it, or your pop, or your family member say, "I love you," because, the family. But with someone that, especially her, I've known her most of my life. I've known her for 11 years. I didn't. I never really gave her an answer. Anyway, so yeah, there was that. And, I did an engineering course in my freshman year because, it's one of the requirements that you do some sort of like engineering type thing. So I actually took the class engineering. And, I was pretty good at it. I ended off with the year at an A. It was a 96. It should have been an A plus, but it was a 96.1. If I got a 96.2 and above, it would have been an A plus. But no, I just got an A for some odd reason. What's it? So in this class, I met this girl named Elizabeth. Bollocks! I wasn't supposed to say that. Uh-huh. You'll probably never meet her. I don't even know where she is today. Oh God, it hurts. So after the stream I did today, I did a little bit of work. I went on a job site, and one of the pieces of metal, because we were shredding metal to help support new foundation, actually chipped off and flung at me, and actually cut me a little bit on my chest. Stings. Why do you stream when I'm at school? I only been to Australia once, and it was for like 3 days. I'd ask my brother. My brother was there for a whole year. What's it? So, I'm just gonna call her name now. So Elizabeth, right? We were good partners when it comes to engineering. Like, it was pretty good. The engineering finals coming up, and if you guys aren't in high school yet, finals are gonna suck. I hate finals. I really do. It's the stress they put on you. So finals are coming up, and we have to do this one group project. And, we did it. At the very end, she, we actually got a little thing for it, and we were the only group that got the thing. It was like a little pin, a little engineering pin. I don't remember why she did it. She did kind of like a jump up and down thing with the it confused me. I was just standing there. She was next to me, just jumping up and down. Like, yeah, thank you for the reward, sir. Shake your hand. Would you like to shake his hand? Or no. Okay. So the ceremony's over. I go. I personally thank her because I didn't really want to take engineering. Sophomore year, and I didn't take it. I shook her hand. I gave her a hug, and then she turns me around. Right, she turns me around, and she goes in for. This is another embarrassing part of my life. She goes in for a kiss, and I was like, "Oh no, I fell. I guess we can't do it." Hey. And then I walked away. Of course, we still talk sometimes, but yeah. And so that was the time I had a harem, I guess. Yay! Alright, so let's go over what I've missed on the stream. No, I've missed a lot, haven't I? I think. I'm just gonna start here. Okay, so search saying boots cup by tea served in Mickey Mouse shaped container. I cannot hear the story because of my baby sisters. Oh, I feel that, mate. Got shortfalls. Oh my god, I've heard these before, but I think Lunchables are better. By the way, actually, I don't know what that means. I thought it was by the way. 11. A couple minutes off, yeah. I don't think I have a secret admirer XD single potato squad. Are you still subscribed to me? I am, mate. I am. If you want, I can leave a comment on one of your videos tonight to just prove that I'm still. Lucia, Samantha, Tosha, Carrie, BG, can you sub? It won't let me find your channel. Oh my god, my name. I mean, got your waffles. Oh my god, my name. Lol. I did not hear the story. No, clears through it. I mean, no. Oh god, please, no. No. Did you see my videos? I did. Hello, Jameson Spectrix. Hello, Penguin. Everyone's thank you, Boots. I cannot find the Bootscat YT channel. Force myself to drink a whole can of V8. Help, please. What's V8? Wait. Kate, are you drinking chemicals? I'm probably wrong. See, at my company, we sell certain products, and I actually yesterday sold a can of V8, which is sealant after we do the grind. I use V6 a lot, but I also sometimes use V8, and I sold it to a customer yesterday. I forgot my poem. Why my poem's so violent? That's alright, mate. Death and pain. I just saw a cricket on the stairs. A cricket. Like the insect? Pain and death. I thought it was death and pain. The shovels burn the house. Death and pain. Start a party, we can chat. Sorry, mate. Maybe once this thing's done, but we can do a stream podcast. Why do you have the best stories Why do you have the best stories besides Poon 3? If there was a school mod building in here, it's at least you got an A. Yeah, I was hoping for a plus. Penguin, lucky you didn't hear it. Why do you stream when I'm at school? Because I don't know the times. Sad face. Paddy, what time is it there? 3:20 p.m. Not bad, mate. Oh, I finished school. Lucky, mate. Hey, Penguin, we do stream podcast. I'm doing another podcast on the 10th of July. Hey, what? I'm going to head off. Bye, good night. Good night, Haley. Thank you for coming on, love. Appreciate it. Pig butt. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Was it pig butt? Here it is. Night. See how they friends now. In terms of school, 3 weeks. I do metal works the same as period. Good for you. You could not make friends. BC Corona. 3 kids and X. Okay. Dead inside. You know, clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap. Everyone say clap, clap, lol, clap, 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 clap. Clap meme. Also, I'm taking a break from YouTube. That's no problem, mate. You deserve it. You deserve a break. Hydrocortisone. It's running the channel. Gotcha girl. Just human. Honeymoon. My friend quit YouTube. He gets views with a lot of subs. I like his vids. I get the subs, and he gets the views. Thornum. V8 is an energy drink too. Oh, okay. XAX. Boots is no. And yes, Penguin, I met the insect. Look up. It's the name of an energy drink. I know it doesn't actually have it. Boots. Fizz, did you copy that? I'm doing a 50 sub special. That's pretty good for you, mate. I'll be there. If you're dead inside, you know it, clap your hands. Oh boy, I missed a lot. I'm waiting oh wait. The reason why I'm taking a break from YouTube is because I'm on vacation. Oh, good for you, mate. Good job. Alright, so we're nearing the 44-minute mark. Ooh, almost an hour. Cheers, everyone. And this thing's only at 14:85. This is going to be a while. Would anyone like to suggest a game while this thing downloads? Figure out when it happens. Paddy, I saw your video about me. Yep, is very close to done. No, not really. So I gotta come up with more stories. Let's see, what's a good story of my past? Oh! I'll do the Pokemon saga of my life. Alright. So, as a kid, you know, me and my mates, the one thing that we loved doing, you know, especially at school, was, I guess, unintentionally breaking the rules by playing Pokemon. See, when in my elementary school, right, you know, my grade school, there was a strict rule which said, no Pokemon. And we don't know why. Our principal at the time, I'm just going to call Mr. Kurtz, because, you know, thinking back to it now, especially at the age I am, he actually was kind of a jerk to us kids. And, you know, you got to bear in mind here that we're like 6 and 7 year olds at this time. I think I was 7. You know, I watched one episode of Pokemon with my mate, and this is going to be steam popping up, probably. I called it! I lost my train of thought now. What was I talking about? I was talking about Pokemon. Yeah, for some reason, you know, I watched one episode of Pokemon with my mate, and I loved it. I was hooked on it. And then I figured out, like, a week later that you can go to the store and buy cards. So that's how the whole thing started. And, you know, me and my mates, we were kind of brand new mates at this time. You know, like, hey, let's go buy some Pokemon cards. And so we did. And such began the legacy I like to call the Pokemon Empire. Because it really was. It started with me and my mate, and then spread to the whole school. Everyone, by the time we graduated elementary school, 5th grade, everyone was playing Pokemon. Everyone. So, day 1. Our principal, Mr. Kurtz, his son, you know, played Pokemon, and he hated it. So what he did was basically say, okay, no Pokemon allowed, no Pokemon at all. Here he came. So me and my mates were like, okay, we really like Pokemon, but the only time we could play with each other was at school, and now we can't play at school. But us being kids were like, screw the rules, let's play Pokemon. And we did it so sneakily too. In the gymnasium, right, there was another rule which said, while you're in the gymnasium eating lunch, no talking and the lights are off. So, when they turned the lights off and they said, okay, no more talking, eat lunch, then you can go, we got out the Pokemon cards. And, you know, started playing Pokemon, you know, put them over our pockets. I don't know, we would just be like, okay, yeah. And how we communicated was either we used hand signals, which we created for each other, because we were learning that in school, or we got out like a little slip of, like, a little notebook or something, and wrote what we wanted to do. When it came to attacks, I remember, because we did this all the time, even when, you know, like, even when we were allowed to talk outdoors, we would tap on the attack we wanted to do, and the amount of times we tapped was the amount of times, you know, we either could do the attack or wanted to do. So I remember Charizard, the Charizard card I still have, he can use was it Fire Flame 3 times, and I think my favorite combination to do with it was Fire Flame and Tackle. So I would tap twice on Fire Flame and then tap once on Tackle, because he could do Tackle 5 times. And, okay, so we kept going on with that. Soon after, me and my friends started doing it, this other group full of girls were like, okay, that looks like fun, let's do it too. So they bought cards. The thing is, they gave it away. We used to sneak the Pokemon cards in our pockets, because no one checked our pockets. And then our principal, one day, it was a Thursday, decided he was going to walk down the rows and make sure everyone was doing what they were supposed to. So he goes past us, we still have Pokemon cards in our pocket. We're being quiet, just looking at each other, eating our sandwiches. Then the girl at the other table, right next to ours, decides she's going to go play Pokemon right now. So she pulls out the Pokemon from her pocket. And he loses his marbles. I actually think she got detention for that. But yeah, so now, our school back then was basically like a bloody prison at this point. So now that he figured out, okay, these kids are hiding the Pokemon cards in the pocket, he just made a new rule and sent it to every parent that goes to the school. 1, tell your children not to bring Pokemon cards anymore, and that he will be searching everyone's pockets before they're allowed to enter school. So what we had to do, I remember, was we had to basically empty our pockets. Like, if we had anything in our pocket, we still had to take them out. And that includes, like, jacket and back pockets and pants. And I don't want to say this, but I think he even made us take off our shoes at one point. Like, just to make sure we weren't sticking him that way. It was bloody horrendous. So, because now he told the parents, okay, don't bring the Pokemon cards. Now we faced a dilemma. And we wanted to all meet up, so we asked the parents if we can go to the playground, to talk and play. While there, us big brains, instead of playing around, because we put on a little act for our parents, we're going to play with cars and trains and that sort of rubbish. After they kind of distracted, they started talking with each other, we all got really serious, like, okay, we need to discuss the Pokemon situation. It was my mate, friend Stick Mags, that said that. Okay, he was like, okay, we need to discuss our Pokemon situation. And what we decided to do, and it was the most dangerous thing we could possibly do. Oh God, I don't know if I should say this, because I don't want you people to do it. In case you're in my situation right now, don't do it. Please don't. I'm not encouraging any of this. We got, since most of us, not all of us, I think my mate Ryan J25, and Friendstick Mags, I call him Matt. But then we didn't go to summer camp, so at summer camp, me and Furious and a couple of my other mates, we got little, wood chipping pocket knives. So we came up with the idea, and it was the dumbest idea ever, to cut holes in the back of our lunchboxes to fit Pokemon cards in them. So our parents, when they're packing our lunch in the morning, wouldn't see the Pokemon cards. I actually still have mine. I haven't stopped using it. I mean, of course I emptied out the Pokemon cards, but I still have the little hole where I used to slip them in. And, after, the whole thing in middle school, they're like, oh yeah, have Pokemon cards, enjoy yourselves, you're in school. We know it sucks. Just try to have a little bit of fun. Yeah, I liked middle school a tad bit more than elementary. I told me mum. She's like, "You bloody did what?" So now we were sneaking Pokemon cards in through our lunchboxes. Now here comes the sad part. Our principal now, because of what the girls did before, is now coming down the rows every single day to make sure no one, even after all the morning checking, had any type of Pokemon card. And my mate Furious, and I don't blame him at all, okay? It was dark and it was silent. Alright, it was dead silent. If anyone made a bloody noise, you knew you were screwed. He thinks that Kurtz is not there, right? And we're kind of checking around, and he's not there. He's all the way down the road. So my mate unzips his lunchbox and opens up the hole in his bag. All of a sudden, "I'll be taking that, you naughty little boy," says Mr. Kurtz, our principal. He somehow went from all the way over there at the very end, it was at least 5 meters, to all the way over here, right behind Furious, in 0.5 seconds. It was unbelievably fast. So Furious didn't get attention, fortunately, but his mom was called, and she gave him a bit scolding. So now they were checking every inch of our lunchboxes. At this point, we kind of just gave up. There was literally no other way to sneaking in. They were checking our pants, our socks, our hair, our lunchboxes. We're basically being stripped, strip checked every single day. So what we did was really, really stupid. We memorized. Okay, so in a deck, usually you have, in a match, usually use 5 cards. So what we all agreed upon is that every day we would memorize 5 moves, or actually we would memorize all the moves on 5 cards that we wanted to use that day. And then, when we got to school and we were done with lunch, we went out, we get to go play in the gymnasium, I guess it's a sort of gymnasium. It's an outdoor gymnasium. We would pretend that we were the Pokemon and do the moves. And here's where it comes big brain again. We would tally up the amount of damage. And remember, we were was it 3rd graders, 4th graders this time? We would tally up the damage. And these things did 180, 720, all these things. We were learning addition and subtraction. We haven't even got to division and multiplication yet. And we had to calculate this all, while we're saying moves, while we're memorizing moves, we had to calculate the amount of damage we were either doing or receiving from the coming Pokemon. It was brilliant. And we didn't know it. We were just like, oh yeah, this is normal. I bet you if you put me, Furious, Friendsdick, and Ryan in a match, we could still do it. And, this continued on for some time. We actually, one of the yard duties, or the guards, as, sometimes we call them, because they kind of were like guards, came over and what are you kids doing? Playing animals. Because we couldn't say we're playing Pokemon. So I randomly just burst out saying, "We're playing animals." I was like, "Oh, okay then." And this continued on for a long time until eventually came my 5th grade year. Where finally, everyone's caught on to this thing. And the entire school was playing Pokemon secretly. Like, everyone. Sometimes we even play it during class. Because, if the thing was boring, like, in elementary school, the one thing I really hated about it, and that I really like that I don't have now, is that we had one teacher for every subject. Math, history, literature, English, sign language. Well, actually, we weren't taking sign language. I might have. I want to do some extracurriculars, so I know a tad bit of sign language. Or I can remember a tad bit of sign language. I don't know. I did it one year, my 5th grade year. What's it? We're also learning cursive. I think the most I liked to play Pokemon was when I was taking my cursive class. I kind of regret it now because I can't really do cursive well. I mean, I could do cursive, but it looks like rubbish. So, meanwhile, my mates are over here like, I'm going to sign my name cursive. I'm like, mine's going to look like, I don't know, just rubbish plus a tad bit of cursive. There you go. There's my signature. But yeah, everyone was playing Pokemon. And we didn't know it, but my sister is a little bit younger. She's 2 years younger than me. And one day she's bringing Pokemon cards to school, and I'm like, "Oh, you can't do that. You get caught." She's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Don't they do like the strip down thing?" Because by then I was in 7th grade. I'm like, "No, no, no. You're allowed to bring Pokemon to school now." That was the happiest day of my life at that point, was hearing that they lifted the ban on Pokemon cards. The end. Funny enough, I'm actually teaching my littlest brother Pokemon right now. So yeah, it's a little bit entertaining to see, like, as I get older, I'm still, kids are still into Pokemon. I mean, I was into Pokemon as a kid, so was my sister, and now was my brother. So it's good to see that. Rip Penguin in Australia. Please tell me the game is done. It's at 23 gigabytes out of 4539. Sorry, mate. Can we get an F in the chat for Penguin? F. Why? But okay. So yeah, if anyone wants me to play any game at all while Apex is loading, I'll do it. You have to rule that if you don't a hat, you have to sit in the shade the whole period. Holy cow, Paddy. You Aussies aren't messing around, are you? So play Doki Doki. Did that today. I've decided I'm going to be playing Doki Doki every week till I finish it. And then I'm going to move on to a new game, which I've been looking forward to playing for a really long time. Oh, okay. Here's a quick fun story. I search Deku Doki, then left. Penguin Doki Doki is a good ending, and there's a happy ending. Okay. Thank you. Minecraft. Sure, I could play Minecraft with this thing loads. There it is. Minecraft. Oh yeah. This is the story of how I met my mates. So, I don't... Well, actually, I do, yeah. Alright. First grade year. I don't even remember how young I was. I was young, though. And I had no one. I had... the closest person I had to a friend said he was my friend and then moved away to India, actually. I think it was. It was either India or... I think it was India. I'm just going to say it's India. But yeah, so he said he would be my friend, and the next day he moved to India. I had no one. And, you know, I was in probably my favourite teacher's class at that point. I loved my first grade teacher. I still do. And, you know, the year goes by, and by October, you know, I was quite sad because I still had no friends. Then this young little mate walks up and says hello. I, of course, don't know at the time, so I say hello back. That was my good mate Furious. He was the first friend I ever had. And after that day, we kept talking with each other and eventually became a friendship. So that's just one of my mates. Now let's fast forward to about I'd say maybe third grade year. Third grade year, we had to walk around and, you know, kind of just do like this random, I don't even know what, random thing where we had to walk in a circle around while class starts. And, you know, none of us liked it. But, of course, we still did it because it's the rules and we didn't want to rule break. So we did that. And I got a Windows software update. Oh, no, it's not Windows, Apple. Can you buy caves now? Maybe. I don't even know. Sorry, I'm getting the Minecraft thing set up. I'm a tad bit distracted. So we had to walk in the circle, and, you know, me and Furious were talking, and we were like, all right, how about we make a new friend today? So all of a sudden, I see this, you know, this kid, I'm going to say, walking up, and he looks quite sad. He's walking all alone. So me being me, I walk up and say, hey, what's going on? He was like, oh, nothing much. How you doing? I said, would you like to be friends? He said, sure. That, my friends, was Ryan J25. And then I see these two mates right behind him are chatting. So I walk up to them and be like, hello. Would you like to be friends? And yeah, the small one says sure, but the tall one, he looks at me and says, yes, I would love to be your friend. Now, the small one was my mate Moonski, which if you go back to some of my older streams, you'll see. And the tall one, wanted to be called Starkiller, though he actually, unfortunately, was never in one of my videos. He's my mate Jonathan. And unfortunately, 8th grade year, he moved back to the Philippines. And I haven't talked to him or seen him since then. I miss him. I mean, there was also my mate Andrew, but he was only my mate for a year. And then he moved to Fresno and then to Seattle. I mean, I talked to him a little bit after that. And then, unfortunately, he passed away due to COVID-19. So, it was sad. And I don't really want to say a short-lived friendship because it spanned over a couple of years. But yeah, so that's the quick story of how I met my friends, my mates. They're great. Okay, so I've got the Minecraft set up. I'll be streaming that here in a second. As soon as I get to a decent place where I won't die. So I seem to be on very low health. Was it? Apparently I'm a gender flux because someone told me how I walked like a girl. I know what like a girl, same as girls speak. Confused. I'm a girl. Some advice I can give to you, Paddy, is let anyone tell you what you should be. Let you decide your path, the course of your life. Don't let anyone tell you who you are. Is what I'm trying to say. Just in a weird way, I guess. I got a cape on. Yay! Alright. Let's see if I can switch this over to Minecraft. Here we go. Do that so I get my taskbar back. Bear with me, everyone, for a second. And I might have to pause the stream for a second so I can access it and change it to games and then add in the Minecraft thing. How are we doing on time? 47 minutes, so it's over an hour ago. Yeah. Still got a couple hours left. I got like 2 left. Actually, it's gonna be 11 o'clock now. Yeah. I might stop it at 11:50 because it's gonna be 12 in the morning and I've work tomorrow. So, yeah, I might stop it then because I do have a tad bit of work tomorrow. Sorry, everyone. I'm editing a video. Can someone give me a build a boat idea? How about, can you make the HMS Hood? I would love to see the HMS Hood. So I downloaded it and I oop. Refresh that for a second. No rush, no rush. There we go. Pop it back onto you. Edit you. Is it gonna be? It is! Awesome. Game title Minecraft. Save. Okay then. Perfect. Stream that. Now I have to use you for chat. You son of a gun, penguin, and I put it in the timing perfect. I'm assuming Mom's pig is gonna see me. Stop streaming. Give me a day. Ooh, I need to prepare. Oh, my stomach has butterflies. You're right, mate. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. There you go. Yeah, I'll invite them to the world. And just explore and do whatever. Paddy, yeah, there's Paddy. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll invite them to the world. But this is a chill stream. I might turn game sounds off. Just for now. At least lower. Right. Oh my gosh, see, spam invite me to a party. I'm not doing a party, mate. I gotta come up with a story. I think I can't actually remember most of my childhood. Oh my god, he did. It's gonna be bloody annoying. Hope that turns the notifications off. What are you on about, mate? Die. So if someone tells me to do it, I do it. No, don't turn off. I like rain. Join our party. Sorry, mate. Not on the stream. I'll do it on the next time we do. I'll do it on part 16. I don't know what part we're on. I wish I can join, but I've no Xbox or Minecraft. It's been 2 or 1 year since I have seen it. Like Penguin, maybe I can join you. Okay. So actually, what do I have in here? Oh, I got my gear. Ah, what the go away. Piss off, mate. Put them in here. I don't really need extra shield right now. I think I'm doing pretty good on mine. Oh. So I'll take you though. Put my gear back on. Get my boots in here. There we go. I'll keep the golds. I don't really want the lettuce. Yeah, mate, have your lettuce back. There you go. No problems here. And leather and feathers, you can have those too. I'm gifting you with things. I hope you're happy, mate. Is this going to be a weekly thing? Yes, every Sunday. Every Sunday I will do it. So yeah, don't worry. If you can't make it this time, no problem at all. I'm going to be doing this every week, hopefully, unless I'm gone. And the only time I probably won't do it is, yeah, unless I'm gone, which usually means I'm out of town. Long time no see, Daddy. Oh, yes, long time no see. Oh, wait, what? Lol. So here, let me try to count. See. I told my Pokemon story. Huh. Oh! Alright, here's a story from my past. The first time I saw a football game with my mate, Furious. Now, our team does have a football, team, but Furious really likes to watch American football, which is also ironically called football. And so we don't really do big things for the football team for our school, but we do rallies and everything for the American football team. So in August to I think October, they do home games sometimes and sometimes away games. But me and Fritz love to come to the home games. And we're probably even going to do it more this year because of how close it is. Plus we're driving now, so. Actually, yeah, let's explore this cave. Why not? See what's down it. And at that time, when I was a freshman, I didn't know, anything about American football. And, I told you a lot about, football, not American football. And I know this might spark some controversy, but me pop's favorite American football team is, was it the 49ers? San Francisco 49ers. That's because where we live. We live by the bay in the city that never sleeps. And otherwise, just a smaller version of New York. Yeah. Let's go on a diamond hunt. What's it? Oh, Gotcha Kai, hello! Lol, what are you holding? Also, is this a mod? No, it's a texture pack. It's the Christmas Winter texture pack. But yeah, good to see you here, Gotcha Kai. Hope you're doing well, love. Actually, I guess it's here. A secret underground base? What are you on about? I'm not doing that. So, okay, I mean, BG. Oof, he's digging you straight down. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I dug a hole straight down. There's no rules in Minecraft. I keep thinking I see diamonds and then. I don't even remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I honestly cannot remember what I was talking about. devil was I talking about? What was I doing? This penguin comment when you finish. I'll comment you when I finish the HMS Hut. Thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm still not pleased with the Germans for what they did to it. You know, I can't hold it to the Germans at this time. I can hold it to the Nazis, but not this. You know, the current Germans. They didn't do it. It's bloody Germans of 1941. Fix this a tad bit. So, can anyone tell me what I was talking about? You're talking about football and stuff. Oh, yeah, football, thank you. So, I've never, at that point in high school, I have never been to an American football match. At all. Like, I've seen one, but I've never been to one. And though it is only high school, it still was my first time going to an American football match. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it quite a lot. It was really fun. I remember that night I got coffee from... I don't remember the name of the truck, but it was a great truck. If I remember the name, I'm definitely gonna, shout it out there. Because though, the cappuccino was, in my opinion, absolute rubbish. They do make a pretty good espresso. So good on them. We'll find some gold. But yeah, so yeah, our team won that night, and I remember that, and for all the females that, are not going to high school yet, here's a word of advice. Don't necessarily remove clothing when your team wins. Right, though it seems like a fun thing to do at the time, it might be a tad bit embarrassing the next morning. Yeah, that's what happened to me. Yeah, me and Furious was like, there's a bunch of, girls right behind us. All of a sudden, when our team won, me and Furious said, yeah, and then they started just stripping off clothing. I'm like, don't. Yeah, I don't know what was the mindset that night, but whatever it is, it wasn't necessarily right. Anyway, I remember one night, this is like another, I was with a love of mine. I'm not good at coming up with female names. Let's just call her Haley. There we go, Haley. And, Haley had never been to... she's been to football games before. Her favourite team is the Steelers. But she's never been to one of the high school ones. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll drive you over there. So I did. We spent the whole game together. It was really nice. Thing is, there was a thunderstorm that night. And... it wasn't gonna rain. I mean, when it gets thunderstorms, especially locally, it doesn't rain at all. It's basically just like, oh, I'm gonna shoot some lightning down. Don't worry about any rain. It's not gonna come. It might come that night, but it's not gonna come for at least like 3 to 4 hours after the first bolt. So we did that, and we knew the game. It went into overtime, and apparently Mother Nature hated that. Because as soon as it hit overtime, a bolt of lightning struck the field. I wish I had it on camera. I think someone actually did have it on camera. Hopefully they got it on camera, because it was the craziest thing. Because because we have a little alarm that says, when it's overtime, it goes. As soon as it went, psst, lightning bolt. So yeah, that was another crazy experience of mine. Another reason why I really like storms. Because they act in mysterious ways. Ooh, spooky. Do you have any tips? Alright, so, Penguin, it's been 6 years since I've seen him now, he's gone. Oh, Rip Lee. Oof, true. You switched from the old days. I have a question. Kai, you want to know something weird? Do you have any tips for me, advice for me when I go to high school? Lol. Don't do drugs. Don't pull any senior pranks. And do not strip naked when your team wins. There you go. Oh, and one most important one. Don't forget, high school is probably one of the best times of your life. Because that time, you get to decide your fate and your future. So, it's better to do it while enjoying life rather than stressing about it. So, yeah, there's my advice for you. A lot of redstone down here, isn't there? I'm trying to find some diamonds. Give me some of those good old diamondes, please. I don't need any more redstone. I'm good on the redstone department. Of course, don't do drugs. Hey Penguin, I dare you to box Jake Paul. When I was going to Philadelphia, I knew the thing: TV, not games, not channels. In other words, not even heaven or hell, just no homo. My cousin showed me. Of course, no drugs, XD. Don't be a bully or be bullied. Be a bully and then you get bullied. Builds. Don't be bullied. Join the penguin religion. I can't spell. Penguin forgot that rule. Penguin! Guys, here's a joke. Praise the almighty penguin. Thank you, Boots. Penguin! What do you call a flying penguin? A puffin? I don't know. That's another good question. Why do they consider puffins penguins? They're not. They can fly. I mean, we can too. Us penguins can fly, but we just refuse to. We don't want to. We don't have to fly. We can waddle and swim. Can you do that, Mr. Bird? Can you waddle and swim? Didn't think so. Never mind. I think because there's no flying penguin. XD. Boots, if we don't get to the Apex thing tonight, I'll stream it when I can. I'll make it the next stream. It's good to play different games once in a while, other than, what you have already. Can I make a spade? It's getting really annoying. Can I make a spade? No, I'm actually run out of inventory space. Alright, give me a hole. Let's make a hole. Well, isn't that convenient? So this is just Penguin burning things right now. Yeah, don't need all this cobblestone. Let's go down there. Okay, so here's the top, it looks like. Maybe. Oh, I'm mining with the wrong pick. I'm mining with the silver touch. Nice. So I have to keep using torches. Don't like it. I like puffins, so funny. I just threw my head out the window. That was so funny. Praise the penguin. Hello, these are some of my mates. Everyone say hello to my mates. That's my mate. Is it Arctic? I've always tried to figure out what's your icon, mate. And then XMS VI. Man, slash oops, Brooks, that you can mute. XMS, the winner of my jokes because I was born in 2009, which is the weird year. No, the weird year. I almost threw my boots in. I would probably say 2011 was the weird year. I didn't really like 2011. There's nothing down here. Actually, do I have a bucket on me? I have a feeling there's going to be a little chat in Discord tonight. Again with the redstone. I don't want any bloody redstone. You gotta be kidding me. Jiminy Christ, I don't want it. Give me the Hey! There it is. Don't. Thank you. So grab those. So I'll make sure I grab them. So I'm gonna put them. Get out of here. And those burned. Just don't want the diamonds to burn. Oh, I'm not even crouching. Oh, what's wrong with me? I should be born in 2011 then. I'd take your mod now. What a coincidence, lol. What do you call a person that's depressed? A depressed person. We don't want to be mean right now, alright? Penguin redstone is useful for grinders. And that bombers are so many awesome things. True that, heading out. See you later, mate. Wait, what do I do have Fortune 3 on it. Okay, not bad. See how many diamonds we get. 6. Ooh, okay, hold on. I know how this goes down. I've been in this situation before. Let's do this. Grab him. 8 diamonds, that's not too bad. It's not a bad haul. I should go back up, I might need. I might follow the lake. See where it takes me. It'll lead me to a cave. Yeah, more diamonds. And there's my other mate, Mr. Colossus 1997, otherwise known as the Hearst. What's up, mate? It's been a while. I tried calling you a couple of times. How have you been, Mr. Colossus? Has quarantine got you down yet? I've lapis. And Pecco, Wolves. Everyone's here. I'm glad to see everyone. Happy to see. Well, it's. Well, you called the wrong time, boy. Wrong time. Okay, I didn't realize you had a specific time where you were like, okay, at 5 o'clock, no one call me. Okay, at 6 o'clock you can. 6:10 though, no. I might be in trouble here. Okay, yes I'm not. I love seeing the pain in children's eyes. Clap, 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 clap. Big games, thank you. Hello, sister. I'm proud of everything. Haha, XD. Can we hit 3 a.m., boys? Yes, we can. Just do it. Fulfill my dreams. Just get to 3 a.m. I don't think I've ever streamed that much. I don't think I've ever streamed at 3 a.m. Isn't 3 a.m. What was it? The Devil's Hour? I swear to God it is. If it's not, then why am I so afraid of 3 a.m.? Ooh! Actually, I told this story the other day. Alright, so when I was a kid, my brother, you know, he cost quite a bit of money. So we decided we were going to rent out a house. In that house, look at that, more diamonds. Brilliant. You know, I had the window closest to, you know, the road. And on, you know, one night, you know, I went to bed, and all of a sudden, I saw a cave. No. All of a sudden, I saw a cave. All of a sudden, you know, in the window, I see a shadow figure that resembles a human. It looks more like a man than a woman. And the reason I know it so well is because I saw him every night until I moved away. And the thing is, my window didn't face outdoors, it faced another house. Right? So I originally thought, you know, it's the neighbours. And then I realised how close it is. You have to be on a ladder. And none of my neighbours owned a ladder. So unless someone's floating up there or is hanging up on the roof every day, you know, it's not possible. So after a while, I'm like, I'm saying things. And one night, I actually got up at 3 a.m. and I told him, go away. And he didn't go away, but the next day, he was gone. And, you know, we were getting close to the time, and my pop told me, hey, we're going to be moving soon. of course I was excited because, I loved moving. I still love moving. Because it means I get to go to a new place. I'll grab the lapis. Don't need the iron. And so I didn't see him. Then finally, I didn't see him. And then that night, I swear, I heard something knocking on my window. The next morning, he was gone. Finally came moving day. A day that I've been waiting for quite a while. And, we basically, took out everything in the house. Everything was gone. And if it wasn't there, then it was probably trashed. And no one was in the house. It was basically empty, like silent as a mouse. And clean as a mouse. There was nothing in there. Oh, and I'm out of inventory space again. I am out of inventory space again. Hold on. Oh, no. So I get into the moving truck because we have, we got a moving truck. It was it U-Haul or something like that? And at this point, I haven't seen the shadow figure in a while. Like, it's coming on 6 months now. As soon as I get in the truck and I look back towards the house, towards my window, I see the dark shadow figure waving goodbye. It's waving. I was the only one looking at it. I look back to my room and I see the shadow figure waving goodbye. The house was empty, completely empty. And this time it looked like the guy was in the house. And we knew everyone was out of the house. Because, before then we bug bombed it. Because we did have a case of roaches. And the week before we found some. So either this guy is some type of, dangerous spy that is spying on an 8-year-old boy named Penguin, as you guys. And, just for some reason is stalking him. Or this is literally like a demon shadow figure. The thing is, when I saw him wave to me, I wasn't afraid. And so I waved back. I never saw him again. Well, I've never been back to that house again. I've driven past it a couple of times. But, I've always been driving, so I'm looking forward. I'm not necessarily looking at the house. And, sometimes I wonder. Because that was a long, long time ago. I've actually been in 2 other houses since then. So I wonder if I go back, just me. If I go back alone, just me. If he will be there or not. Oh, no. Piss off. So, yeah. There's my creepy-ish story. I actually don't really. Hey Penguin, may you join your party? Penguin, someone stalked you. Who knows? Penguin, do that live, go back there. I'm scared, thanks to you. Scared 11-year-old. Sorry, mate. Don't worry about it. It happened to me, not you. You guys are too kind for it to happen to you. But yeah, that's not actually a bad idea, Boots. I might go back. Again, I might go back to that house just one day, because I'm pretty sure it's empty now. I don't know. I think someone sold it like 2 months ago. Is when that was the last time I drove by. It was 2 months ago. I had to pick my brother up. So I took the shortest route possible, which was driving by that old house. So yeah, I might live stream it going back there. I'll see if he's there or not. Yeah, don't worry about it. BG Games, don't worry about it, mate. And even while I was there, well, you know, while he was there, he only scared me. He didn't hurt me. I mean, to me, he was just a shadow person that liked to stalk me while I'm in bed trying to go to sleep. He never I mean, I had a nightmare of him once, but that was only once, and it never happened again. So there you go. But in my opinion, I think thinking back to it now, with all like the spiritual things, you know, I don't really believe much of that bollocks in my opinion, but you know, it might have just been a lost soul trying to find a friend. And at that point, I was a really friendly person. I still am a really friendly person. So it might have, you know, came to me looking for a friend. Thing is, me being a pretty stupid 8-year-old, like, oh no, it's trying to hurt me. But yeah, it might have just been looking for a mate. No, like imagine I see him tonight in my room. Because funny enough, in that story, my room was facing towards, you know, the neighbor's house, and I've recently switched rooms with my sister, so now I'm facing the house, or our neighbor's house. So who knows? Who knows? If I do, I'm gonna be like, oh, hold on, mate, give me a second. I'm gonna go set up a live stream. Oh, so here's a story that I know Gotcha Waffles knows, but one that I haven't told any, you know, of my subscribers on a live stream. This is a story of when I was a kid. Okay, so when I was it 5 years old? See, my grandfather's Irish, but my father's American. And when my grandfather on my father's side died, he gave his farm in Ireland to my pop. And so my pop was like, okay, my mum, you stay here, and I'm going to go to Ireland for a year, and I'm going to bring Thomas. So I worked with my dad on a farm in Ireland for a year. And I know it's very, like, weird, but so what am I talking about? There was one time where I was asleep, and before I fall asleep, there was watching the weather report. Look at that again, brilliant. And they said it's possible tornado. And me myself, I don't. It's not that I don't like tornadoes. I mean, I know they're bad and everything, but I find them quite fascinating, to be honest with you. So, being able to experience one up close was pretty stunning. Thing is, he didn't say what it was going to be. So I wake up because I hear this like big rush of wind. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm half asleep, and I stumble outside, and there's my pop, riding his tractor, and everything. And behind him lays what is now an EF3 tornado. And so I'm like, okay, seems fine. Pop's alright. And then I went back to bed. So I got up and I was fully dressed, and I'm like, wait, I have to pause a minute. And so I went up to my dad. I'm like, Pop, what were you doing today? I was on the tractor. I was like, okay, what was going on? Oh, nothing. What's going on? There wasn't any tornadoes, Pop. Oh no, there was. I didn't care though. Wait, what, Pop? Again, another full inventory. I thought it was a dream. My mind didn't process that this was actually happening in real life. So yeah. I told my mum. My mum was like, what the hell are you doing? Why didn't you get indoors? Oh, Thomas was asleep. I'm talking about you. Oh, I didn't want to. Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn, but my dad is pretty cool, in my opinion, for doing that. Yeah, no, ever since that day, it's everlasting respect. Wait, wasn't this story in Storm Stories? No, that was about the time I predicted a tornado in my town. This was when I was in California. The story I just told was when I was in Ireland for a year. Yeah, so when it comes to the whole storm stories thing, I will post probably one of those videos every time I have a storm in my town. So, you might not see one of those for a while. Probably at least until September, I'd say. Yeah, we've had a couple showers, but like none that are really storm. Like, sure, they would pass over for like 5 seconds, and we're like, oh, it's sunny day now. You get a rainbow. Cheers to you, mate. But yeah, so I don't really count this as storms. Storms, I mean like boom, thunder and lightning, because that's what we get here in this town. It's never just rain. It's like you've got a decent chance of death, possible tornado every time. Oh, speaking of that, I need a drink. There's no. There you go. Oh, we're under the stream soon. Hold on. What did I swear I heard like a pillager do his horn. But I'm like on level 11, that's not possible. read some comments. Like Roblox or doing program. Roblox, please. Hold on, let me go up top so I can watch and build. Okay, got it. Wait, wasn't this one's stories? When someone's trying to talk, speak or see it. So yeah, I'll still be on the live though in laptop. Can I tell you story? No problem. Okay, enchanted. Oh, I have another question. Who's your favorite character of DDLC so far? It was Sayori, but unfortunately Sayori, you know, I don't really want to talk about it too much. I'd probably say right now, I like Yuri, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, Yuri just seems like really sophisticated, and I just I quite enjoy doing her voice. It's all like, hello everyone, how you doing today? I'm doing well. Well, everyone's like, oh, well, Monica's like, oh yeah, let's go do this, or let's do something like that. And Etsu's like, oh my god, don't do anything like that. I hate everyone. But I quite like Yuri's voice. Because, to be honest with you, it kind of strains when I have to do Netsuki's voice. Because my voice isn't necessarily that high anymore. But Natsuki is quite young, so I kind of want to give her like a high-pitched voice. There really is no way around this, is there? So yeah, I'd probably say Yuri. I mean, Monica's is decent, but I don't really trust Monica. So I'd probably say, yeah, Yuri. Hey guys, do you know I was a complete primitive kid when I was 1 year old in Nebraska? Oh. I did not know that. It was summer and the doorbell rang, so I opened the door and it was my neighbour and his friend. They splashed hot water on my face. Did you call him a bellend then? You know. Not too good times. See, when my mates did that, they did that once. They opened the door and they splashed water in my face. It wasn't hot water, it was just, you know, decently room temperature water. So I got my Nerf gun, machine gun, and I was like, oh hey, what's going on, mate? Yeah, you've, was it 1 second to run? That's what we're getting to now. Past the 2 hour mark. I'm just gonna do 2 hours. 4:49. Ooh! Thank you to whoever subscribed. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Don't look at the katana under my bed. A katana. Wait, no. I love a katana. I wanted to buy one at Sack Anime. I don't know if I'm gonna actually post that footage or not. If I'm not, then I'm extremely ashamed of myself. But I'm hoping by. Oh wait, no, it got cancelled. I was gonna say it's like next month on the 11th. Again, diamonds. I'm doing pretty good today. So yeah, Boots, I'm sorry mate, I'll have to do the Apex next stream. Yeah, diamonds, not too bad to end it off. 60 diamonds, look at that. That's how you live, right there. 60 diamonds. Just one trip. Now some people were wondering like, how do you keep getting stacks and stacks of diamonds? Because I just go and like dig straight down and keep going on. Then I come up with like 60 stack of diamonds, 2 stacks of diamonds. So I think I'm gonna call it here actually. quit that. Penguin, she said she's outside with you. Someone telling because I forgot to last outside devils. Penguin, she said she's outside your window with a knife. Joins. Penguin, I told my story. Yay. It was awesome. It really was awesome. We're about to hit 3 AM, boys. Yeah. Yes, Queen. Hey, dropping a like. Wicked Wendy! Hello, love. Hope you're doing well. I ain't got friends on. Oh, hey. It's, Fizz. And I love the new icon. It's great. I did not want to open YouTube Studio. Thank you very much. Is Apex Legends done? Nah, sorry, mate. I'm actually gonna... I'm Fizz. Oh! Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Hey, yeah, face. Thanks. Thank you. Panda, that's how Mafia works. Who's Panda? I don't know me. Who's me? See, it's Sunday night for you. It's Monday, 8:50 AM for me. Oh, I'm just happy you came on. Oh, what time is it? I keep looking to see if I hit it. Yeah, I hit the 2 hour mark. Alright, so everyone, unfortunately this is the end of tonight's stream. I will hopefully see you all live midweek, probably. I'll probably say Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe even tomorrow if I'm lucky, if I get home early enough. But tomorrow I'm going to San Francisco, so who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you all for joining me tonight. You all have been great. Lovely audience. I'm happy you all got to enjoy yourself. And I love answering the questions. And it's more... Bad Max, good to see you, mate. Sorry you're popping in at the very end of the stream. But yes, thank you all. And I'm going to be continuing this then. And Ahmed Ali, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, sorry, you're coming on the very end of the stream. Bye, nice. If not, I'll watch your upload. Have a nice night. Thank you, Wicked Wendy. Bye, mate. Bye, Big Games. Good night, Penguin. Good night, Gotcha Kai. I'm so happy to have seen all of you tonight. It's been lovely talking with you all. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye till next week. Goodbye.